Today, you are going to learn how to deepen your connection to Archangel Sandalphon. I'm so excited for our video today because Archangel Sandalphon is the one who's coming forward, and he is bringing through such a beautiful and powerful presence, such a beautiful and powerful energy, and I'm so excited to share it with you. And so today we are going to be talking about how Archangel Sandalphon is here to support you, the ways in which you can work with him to deepen your connection, and he's also bringing through a symbol to help you to know that he is around you. So let's first get started talking about how Archangel Sandalphon comes through and how he is here to support you. So the first thing, most important thing to know is the way that I see his energy. Is that it comes both in a blue and golden energy. And the blue is more of like a turquoise blue, not an Archangel Michael kind of blue. So that's an important distinction. And if you need a visual, I have that for you right here in the Archangel Oracle card deck. As you can see, it's kind of like a turquoise blue with gold. And that is how Archangel Sandalphon comes through for me. I always see him in both of those colors. And fun fact, when I went to grab this card from the deck, it was at the bottom. It was already there. I didn't have to go sift through the cards. It was right there waiting for me. So Archangel Sandalphon is coming through so strongly for us today. And one of the things that it says here on this card is be true to yourself. And so when it comes to being true to yourself, this is exactly what Archangel Sandalphon is all about. He is about supporting us in having strong boundaries and being able to speak up for ourselves and helping us to feel confident in our voice and helping us to, as we stand strong in who we are, to be able to voice that, to speak that, to express that. And so when it comes to working with us, Archangel Sandalphon often comes to support both our solar plexus chakra as well as our throat chakras. Those chakras are very much linked together. A, because the throat chakra is the center of expression, and B, the solar plexus is the space of confidence, of trust, of our power. And in order for our voice to come out strong and confident and empowered, we need both of those chakras connected and working together. And so that's one of the things that Archangel Sandalphon helps us with energetically, is he helps to support those energy centers within ourselves. And so when it comes to working with Archangel Sandalphon, that is one of the ways in which you can ask for that support, is to support you energetically, focusing on those areas, on your solar plexus chakra or your throat chakra or both, to make sure that they're linking up and that they're connected, that your energy of confidence and power is being translated through your voice, through your truth, through how you show up. And so Archangel Sandalphon is definitely an angel, one of those angels where it's more of this like outward energy. Some angels come in and they're more inward facing. They help us to go within. They help us focus on ourselves. With Archangel Sandalphon, it's not that case. It's not the case. He helped us with the outward expression, with how we are showing up in the world, with who we are becoming, with how that is being expressed. So when it comes to speaking your truth, when it comes to being confident, when it comes to using your voice, when it comes to feeling empowered, Archangel Sandalphon is the one that you want to call on. Now, the way in which you can deepen your connection with him is going to be more in a practical sense. So, although, yes, he will come through sometimes and share guidance in the sense of this is what is your next step, or this is what you need to be focusing on, or whatever, he is really like his strength, we'll call it, is to call on him as you are in the process of the doing. So he's more of a practical support kind of angel, where as you are in the process of speaking, as you are in the process of sharing your truth or showing up in a certain way, he is there to help support your energy. So the way that I see him come in is that it's like when we call on him, he comes in and he's like, okay, I'm gonna add extra support. It's like he's holding, like imagine him coming in and placing his hands around you like this and he's just like energetically holding you. He's there and he's saying, I got you. I'm here, structured, supported. You got this. And so if you think about the balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, he definitely brings a divine masculine supportive type of energy so that we can feel free and empowered and supported with our true expression. So that's how I see him come in, and that's how he supports us when it comes to speaking our truth or using our voice. So, as an example, let's just say that you have realized that it's time for you to hold firmer boundaries, or maybe you need to create new boundaries because you're realizing that you're being overstepped or that the current arrangement is just not working for you. So, you need boundaries. And of course, when it comes to boundaries, that's always kind of an uncomfortable thing at first because you're new to maybe speaking up for yourself or creating boundaries. The people who are being boundaried are not used to that. And so they're kind of like, wait, what? Like, you're all of a sudden have a boundary with me? That's weird. And so it can be a bit uncomfortable. So when we call on Archangel Sandalphon to be with us as we voice our boundaries, as we speak our truth, as we stand up for ourselves, he's holding us in this space that, again, like that visual that I share with you where he's holding you. You're standing up tall, standing strong, standing firm in who you are to help us to be able to show up for that truth, to help us to express ourselves from a place of power, not from a place of force, not from a place of highly emotional and very reactive, but just from a space of power and just from a space of, this is my boundary. This is what you need to know right now. And I'm holding that boundary. And I say that with love and respect, but this is my boundary. And then that's it. And it helps you to not feel like you have to over explain yourself or you have to make sure that the other person is comfortable or anything like that. It helps you to understand that this is a boundary because it's you being true to yourself, just as this card says, be true to yourself, being true to you, to who you are. Another example of how you can work with Archangel Sandalphon is, let's say you're telling a story. Maybe you're practicing your public speaking. Maybe you're telling a story in front of coworkers or in a meeting or whatever the situation is. And maybe you're not used to being vulnerable, or maybe you're not used to telling a story, or maybe there's just certain parts where you have felt shame before, whether it was the way that you speak or you being able to just have that attention on you or sharing this part of yourself, whatever the case is. And so Archangel Sandalphon, once again, when we call on him, which is very simple, you would simply just say, Archangel Sandalphon, please come forward and support me as I blank. Support me as I hold my boundaries. Support me as I tell my story. Support me as I speak my truth. Support me as I whatever the blank is. And again, visualize or feel him coming in, and it's like he's holding you and he's like, I got you. Stand strong, stand firm, chin up. You got this, kind of a thing. Kind of like a coach or something. Like he's just like, I got you. I'm with you. That type of energy. And so he helps you to release any shame. He helps you to release any guilt, any fears, anything that might hold you back from truly honoring the place of expressing yourself and honoring your story to be told, or whatever it is that you're trying to say or what you're trying to share, to just fully be expressed and then also be fully received. Another example is when it comes to standing up for yourself. Maybe you're used to just people making decisions for you or not really honoring what you want. And this is to be able to speak up. Like, actually, no, I don't want that. Or actually, I'm going to have something different. Like the rest of these people are going to do this. I'm going to do this instead. So speaking up for yourself in situations where it has felt uncomfortable before, or in situations where people are used to you not speaking up to yourself, now all of a sudden you're doing it. And so Archangel Sandalphon really brings in what I feel is like a layer of protection. Aside from the supportive energy that I described, it's also a protective space where, as you put yourself out there more, as you express more of your true self, Yes, it's vulnerable, but you also feel safe in doing so. And I feel like that's one of his strengths, is that he helps to create a sense of safety in our expression, a sense of safety in our voice, a sense of safety in our truth and in who we are. And then the more that we practice that, the better we get at it. And then the less scary it feels and the more confident we are. So it is something that takes practice. If you're only going to wait until you feel confident, you're going to be waiting forever. At first, you might not feel as confident, but with the help of Archangel Sandalphon, you'll be like, okay, I got some energetic protection here. I've got some support. I can do this. I've got this. So one of the things that you can do as well with Archangel Sandalphon, this is what he's bringing forward, is to practice with yourself. Practice speaking whatever it is out loud. So whether it's your boundary that you're upholding, your story that you're telling, standing up for yourself, whatever it is, practice it with yourself and with Archangel Sandalphon. Call him in when you're doing your practice sessions in front of the mirror or in the shower or whatever, and ask him to support you, and then ask him to show you and guide you anything else that you need to know with regards to that specific situation. So Archangel Sandalphon is amazing to call on us when it comes to that all of that circumstantial energy around showing up, speaking our truth, around being able to hold boundaries. Calling on Archangel Sandalphon is going to change the game for you. Now, when it comes to his symbol and knowing that he's around you, what he showed me was the blue heron. And at first I was like, oh, that's interesting, like really random. Blue heron, okay. And as I sat with that and did further research, what I realized is that the blue heron is the perfect symbol for Archangel Sandalphon. Not only does it have a long neck, which we're talking about standing tall and strong and proud and using our voice and having this beautiful empowered energy when we show up, but the blue heron also represents confidence, and it represents trust, and it represents power. And so understanding that, if you see a blue heron, which would be super cool, but even if you just hear the word heron or you come across it somewhere or something shows up that reminds you of the blue heron, it's a reminder from Archangel Sandalphon to help you to know that you get to be confident in who you are, and you get to be true to yourself, and that's something that you are meant to honor. And it's simply a practice. You practice knowing what that feels like. When we have spent most of our lives abandoning our own self, or most of our lives not standing up for ourselves, not speaking our truth, it can feel weird. It can feel uncomfortable. It can feel like you're maybe even doing something wrong. But the thing is that with his support and with practice and with time, that can change. And it can feel like the most natural thing that you could do. And the only way that you're going to know that, though, is by starting to do it now. So call on Archangel Sandalphon. Ask him to support you. Ask him to guide you. Ask him to hold you, protect you, and to show you the truth of who you are, and to bring through that confidence in the way that you speak next time. So I want to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know how you have experienced Archangel Sandalphon before. Let me know if you have any other questions about him. But I would really love to hear how you may have worked with him in the past, or using what I shared in this video to support you the next time around. Let me know. Post that in the comments below. And of course, if you have the Archangel Oracle card deck, you can grab his card from that deck and sit with his energy. Sit with this card in front of you and just meditate with it. Feel it, be with it. Allow his presence to be with you and to show you whatever it is that you need to know about your truth, about your voice, about confidently expressing yourself. So I'm so excited to hear about how this goes. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and make sure that you share with your friends, with your family, with your communities, whatever it is, to spread the word of Archangel Sandalphon. And then, of course, subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed yet. If you want to order the Archangel Oracle card deck, you can do so in the description below this video. The link is there. And lastly, if you want to deepen your connection to the angels, you can download my free guided meditation called Meet Your Angels. And the link for that is below as well. So that is it for today. I'm sending you so much love, so many angel blessings, and I will see you again soon. Bye.